Good afternoon to the staff, families, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Today marks the end of one road and the beginning of another. But before we rush ahead, I want to talk about something that we all know way too well. Something that we're going to dread leaving today. I'm going to talk about the parking lot. I know, you know the one I'm talking about. The bell rings at 2:12, and all of a sudden, you're in a sea of brake lights and all of us trying to escape North Penn's parking lot before the absolute wave of school buses come. You inch forward, glance in that little rearview mirror, and pray. Pray that someone lets you merge in. It's frustrating, chaotic, and sometimes even a little hopeless. But no matter how bad it gets, there's only one direction out. Forward. One slow move at a time. Sound a little bit familiar? Because that is exactly what high school has felt like. There were days we stalled, moments we felt stuck, and times we seriously wondered if we would ever make it out. So maybe that moment came for you when you were staring at that blank Google Doc at 12 a.m. Or showing up to class after having a rough night, pretending that we were fine. Quiet battles that no one else saw, but still, we kept going. For me, one of those stuck moments came during the infamous stress of junior year. I had just bombed a test, and I remember sitting in my car staring at that big windshield. While everyone else was pulling around me, I just stood there. But eventually, I turned the key, I moved forward, even just a little, and sometimes that's all we could do, and we did it. But no matter how messy it gets, there's only one direction out. Forward. And along the way, we learned something important. That little rearview mirror, it is small for a reason. It is there to glance back, to remember where we have been, the late nights, the losses, the laughter, the teachers who lifted us, and the classmates who challenged us, and the setbacks that had made us stronger. Now the windshield, it is huge, because what is ahead is so much greater than what is behind us. We cannot change the past, but we can choose not to be defined by it. Our struggles, our mistakes, they are not the full story. They are just chapters in a much bigger book that we are still trying to write. So sure, the road ahead might have some detours, potholes, or maybe even a huge Cybertruck Tesla in the way of the road. But after everything we've navigated, we know how to drive through uncertainty. We know how to keep going, even when the road isn't clear. But before I end this speech, I must look into my own rearview mirror, because the truth is, I didn't get here alone. I want to dedicate this part of my speech to the people who made me who I am today. Thank you to my cousins for being my foundation. Thank you to my sister, Olivia, who is my built-in best friend. But most importantly, thank you to my dad, Ty Nguyen. He actually doesn't even know I'm speaking today, so hello. My father left everything behind, all for a future he could barely imagine. He came for me so I could dream freely, so I could live a life that he was never even able to hope for. He carried the weight of our futures without ever complaining. He gave up his own dreams so I could have mine. My work ethic and my determination, that is all you. Every door I open, every goal that I reach, it is yours too. I am who I am because of you. And I hope that the life you built from sacrifice is something that you are so proud of. So thank you, Ba. I love you so much. So when you're in that parking lot waiting about an hour to leave today, look in that rearview mirror with your family. Remind yourself that that rearview mirror taught us who we were. Now the windshield, it shows us who we can become. Let's go find out, class of 2025. And if you see me out there, don't forget to honk. Congratulations.